It's really a story that's about a night that should never have happened but has been destined to happen. The thing about Patrick Marber that makes him so right for writing this story and for updating this play is I think, if you're familiar with any of his other plays, he really understands people who are stuck between a rock and a hard place, going through a crucible at a time in their lives, and also a crucible of a sexual nature. I just think that he has a real window into that and how that affects our lives. And also I think it has wit, which I think oftentimes some of those dustier adaptations or translations of Strindberg's Miss Julie don't have. Since coming across the play all those years ago, really it's been about finding the right cast. The cast is made up of Sienna Miller, who's playing Miss Julie, Johnny Lee Miller, who is playing John, and Marin Ireland, who is playing Christine. Patrick Marber's done a great job with this update because I think that he has made it a three-way story between all three characters, very much so, and also they are all much more human and I think much more sympathetic, and you can empathize with all three of them. And I think that's really the crux of casting Miss Julie especially. You need someone who can be that fragile and on the edge of falling apart, but at the same time be totally sympathetic. And I think the thing that Sienna Miller has is, number one, she has great wit. She has incredible charm and charisma, and she also is incredibly sexy, which really helps for this part and is necessary. And also, I just think she's a person you want to take care of, and I think that's important for that part. You want a woman in that role who you want to go up there and take care of her. You need the same qualities for him. You want it to be a couple where there's incredible heat between them, and I think that will be the case, with this couple. And you need somebody who is can be very working class, next to her very aristocratic class, and someone who also is incredibly sympathetic, and somebody who is misunderstood and brings a lot of his troubles upon himself, but also they are the result of very human, understandable needs, and I think that you are always on his side. And I think he is also a very sympathetic actor, and somebody who, I think the trap in the part is you get a really brutish male in there, and you get a woman who just seems a little unhinged, and the story seems very distant and far away, and you can't quite get your hands around it. And in this case, I think we have two very sympathetic actors who are incredibly right for the part, and who are incredibly right to be working with each other, and who I think we will be incredibly interested in watching and following what happens to them. Well, I could not be happier to be back at the Roundabout working again, where I am fortunate enough to be an associate artist. And so I feel very lucky to be a part of the family here and to feel like I have a home that I can come back to over and over again.